The following is a PWR exclusive.
Welcome back, fans, to the Pro Wrestling Report Prime Time Saturday night here on My24 Milwaukee. Damian Nelson here alongside with our special guest, Mr. Money in the Bank himself, Seth Rollins. Seth, welcome.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for having me, man. I'm excited to be here.
It's good to have you here. Back here in Milwaukee, a place where you got your start in professional wrestling as well, back in the old Mid-American Wrestling.
Yeah, man. Back in the day, a little bit. I started actually working for a local promoter, Carmine DeSpirito, right when I broke into the business. So we're talking early 2005 through maybe 2007 or so, 2008 even. I might have. As long as he was running shows, I was up here. So good guy, good promotion. I don't even remember the name of the little bar we worked at, but it was like upstairs in a little tiny bar. Actually, I met Hornswoggle there for the very first time. Yeah, he was going under a different name at that time. He was Short Stack. But I met Hornswoggle for the very first time in MAW.
Excellent. Well, from there you would go on to many different things, including Ring of Honor and, of course, now World Wrestling Entertainment, where you hold this not so good, this briefcase that's not in such good condition, but the contents of it have you guaranteed a WWE World Heavyweight Championship shot at some point in the next few months. But this past Monday on Raw, we saw something different come out of that briefcase.
Yeah, that's what happens when Dean Ambrose gets a hold of the thing for, I guess, a week or so, a few days, really, to be honest. He's always got something up his sleeve. So luckily, briefcase is cleaned off. I'm cleaned off. Took a couple washings to get the green out of my blonde here, but
green on the other side, maybe.
Oh, no. Let's just go away from green for a while. I've had my fill, especially of the neon kind.
So that's an exclusive. Seth Rollins is not going green.
I'm not going green. We're going pink actually for the month of October, partnering with the Susan G. Komen Foundation again to fight breast cancer, so that's pretty awesome.
Year 3 of that, always a nice cause to support definitely on WWE programming. And speaking of WWE programming, WWE SmackDown in Milwaukee tonight as we're taping this.
Oh yeah.
So you're performing again in Milwaukee, yet this time not in a little tiny bar upstairs, but in the largest venue in the city, the BMO Harris Bradley Center. What's next between you and Dean Ambrose? How are you going to get back at him completely for all the shenanigans with your briefcase?
Ideally, I just need to get rid of him because you said I can cash this in. This thing's the golden ticket, but I gotta get there first. I've tried to cash it in on multiple occasions since I won the darn thing, and between him and John Cena, I haven't been able to actually cash it in. So it's been quite frustrating, to be honest. So I got to get Dean Ambrose out of my hair one way or another. I don't know how to do that, but I'm sure the Authority, myself, Triple H, Randy Orton, Kane, and the lovely Stephanie McMahon, we'll come up with something.
I found it interesting you called it the golden ticket. You're a Willy Wonka fan?
I mean, I love Willy Wonka. Who doesn't? Anybody? I love all versions of Willy Wonka. But yeah, it is kind of like a golden ticket, keys to the castle sort of thing, right?
The Money in the Bank briefcase, rarely does it get cashed in without resulting in a championship win.
Yeah.
And you can see many of those championship wins and Money in the Bank events on the WWE Network. What has been your favorite thing about the WWE Network so far?
Oh, dude, just the insane library that's on there. I mean, one of the things that's crazy is, I remember back in the day when we would watch a WrestleMania, WrestleMania would be on in March. You would have to wait till July to get the video cassette tape at D&G Video or whatever. You know what I mean? So now we did Night of Champions. You could literally watch Night of Champions immediately again after it aired. So that's crazy. And then they've got just the library is so deep between all the old WCW Clash of the Champions. They've got the original programming now with these Monday Night War shows that are pretty awesome. They do the countdown and stuff like that, which I am a fixture on. Thank you very much.
It's a great episode, by the way. Countdown SummerSlam featuring The Shield.
Oh yeah, and they do specials like that too, which are awesome. Between the special they did on us, they did one on Daniel Bryan going to WrestleMania, and the piece they did on the Ultimate Warrior. Just we have an insanely talented production crew, and the people that put that kind of stuff together. It's really a steal for $9.99 a month.
Just $9.99 a month.
Just $9.99 a month.
Now, if you pay the $9.99 a month for the network, you don't have to pay the $54.99 for the pay-per-view, correct?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you pay $9.99 a month. I believe you have to pay in increments of 6 months at a time, if I'm not mistaken. But overall, it adds up to $9.99 a month, which is just ridiculous value because then you don't have to buy any of the pay-per-views. They just come with the network.
Do you have to pay for it?
No. No, I
Still
don't.
a great value, though.
I'm Mr. Money in the Bank, for crying out loud. They're going to make me pay $10 for the network? I don't think so. I'm on that thing. I contribute, you know what I mean?
You mentioned WrestleMania
Oh,
as
yeah.
part of the WWE Network. WrestleMania this year down in New Orleans, Louisiana this past year.
Yeah.
And big matchup at that show for you. What was it like being on the grandest stage of them all?
Hey, man, there's nothing like that, really. You know, WrestleMania is something as a kid you always dreamed of. And if you look back at the history of the show, 30 WrestleManias, there's really not that many guys who have had the opportunity to be on WrestleManias. You know, there's some guys who worked their whole career, even in WWE, and have not had the opportunity to do that. So for the fact that I've been in 2 now, it's just, you know, that's one of those things. It's like it's done, and no one can ever take it away from you. And you know, we got a long way to go, but that's a pretty awesome way to kickstart your WWE career. You know.
Yeah. And next year in San Francisco, San Jose at Levi Stadium. But before that is Hell in a Cell on pay-per-view on October 26th. And we have not yet, I don't think, officially heard what involvement you're going to have on that show. Correct. What do you want at Hell in a Cell? Obviously, Dean Ambrose, but do you want him in Satan's playground, if you will?
You know, I grew up watching the Hell in a Cell matches, the Undertaker, Shawn Michaels of Bad Blood, Undertaker, Mick Foley, you know, Triple H, Kevin Nash, all that good stuff. So I would relish an opportunity to get in that cell, whether it be with the likes of a Dean Ambrose or a John Cena or anybody else who wants to kind of step in there with me. I think it's kind of built for me. It would be a good time.
Well, as I said, that's on October 26th. WWE SmackDown tonight at the BMO Harris Bradley Center. And Seth Rollins, thank you so much for coming down and joining us here on the Pro Wrestling Report.
Appreciate you having me.
All right, Seth Rollins, ladies and gentlemen, right here on PWR Primetime.